Hello, hello, my glorious human. Oh, I'm so happy to have you with me. Beautiful day, beautiful energy. Let's lean in and let's take a look. So, today we are taking a look at, is this really over? Is this the end? Heartbreak versus soulmate. What are we looking at here? We're going to go down all the alleyways, all the little nooks and crannies, all the pathways, all the questions that come up. We'll let the cards guide us. I want you to choose between these two crystals. We have Tiger's Eye as our crystal one, and we have Green Calcite as our crystal two. Take a moment, just take a look at them, see where you feel pulled energetically, that there is a message waiting there for you. Exhale, let your intuition kick in. If you feel pulled towards both, stay for the whole thing. Make your choice right now. Hello, my beautiful tiger's eye. Oh, I love this energy already. Take a breath, set aside anything you don't need, let yourself be here right now, and let's get started. Let's find out what's going on with this person, where they fit inside of your energy. Take what you need, let anything that you don't need roll off of you. Let anything that's not resonating just, whew, oh, like water droplets just floating off of your skin. All right, I'm starting in my very powerful, very lovely blue deck. And I am going to start intuitively pulling, yes, a few cards here. And I just want to see what cards want to be pulled. And we're just in the energy of that question. Is this over? Is this the end? Is this a heartbreak or is this your soulmate? What do we need to know? What's coming up in the energy? I'm feeling a little bit more, sometimes she's being a little talkative. All right, so yeah, we have quite a few cards. We have 7 cards here. So we're discovering these together as we pull. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Chariot as our card 2. We have the Four of Swords. Answers coming, answers coming. The Two of Wands reversed. We have the Fool reversed. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, all right. Okay. Yeah, we get it. You have good answers. We trust you. All right, here's what I'm seeing. First of all, we have the Three of Cups, which is talking about a lightness of being, a joy finding, a party, something that feels good. It feels fun. It feels like laughter. It feels like a lot of heart space in this really low key way that feels very playful, very fun, very interactive. There's this lightness to you and this person. And I'm feeling that there is a joy there, even if that's kind of ruined and wrecked by other big things on top of that, there is this overall sort of pervasive feeling of lightness, that things could be wonderful and lovely and fun, but fun in a heartfelt way. This is a Cups card, which gets into feelings and emotions. So it's not disassociated from the heart like, oh, it's just fun. It's just us having fun. It's us having fun that is part of this bigger space, this bigger heart space. Then I have the Chariot, and the Chariot, woof, oh my goodness. It feels like there is some driving energy here with you two. That there is something that drives you back to him. There is something that drives him back to you. There is something that drives you toward each other. There is just a momentum beneath this connection that just keeps moving forward. It feels like okay, I'm going to be stopped here. But still the momentum chugs forward. Even if you're apart, even if you're not together, even if you're far away from each other, even if things have happened and bad stuff has happened, there is still this momentum moving forward, which I find very interesting. So, I am curious about this energy that just keeps moving forward, which makes sense. Here you are in this reading, you feel that energy around you. Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, it's still moving forward. Yeah, the momentum hasn't quite stopped yet, even if it's stopped in other ways. It's still continuing on. But I do have the Four of Swords. Once again, great answers. So the Four of Swords is a rest card. It is a mental rest card because we're in the swords, mental space, mind space, thought space, intelligence space, that there is a part of you that does need to rest from this, and a part of them that does need to rest from this, that just needs to be apart from it a bit. So if it is something where you are together with this person, I would say, like, and you're just having a big fight, or you're in a space where you're just not sure if it's gonna move forward, it's gonna be right for you. I would say that this is saying, like, yeah, you might need to take a mental break from this, a mental vacation. You might need a little space. You might need to plan a girls' trip or something that just gets you out of it for a moment, so you can think clearly, so you can rest, so you can recover. If this is something from the past, which it probably is, if this is something from the past, it feels like this is saying, you've needed a recovery time from each other. This was necessary. This was needed. You needed separation to see things clearly. You needed separation to recover yourselves. You needed a separation to be in this breath so you can breathe, so you can let your mind relax. But my guess is, with all this momentum under it, it's very hard for you to relax your thoughts around it. So the cards are also really kind of telling you to take a little action to let yourself mentally rest from this for a bit. That sounds so easy. That is so hard. Thoughts are very challenging, but you are not your thoughts, and you are in control of those thoughts. So letting yourself say, hey, you know what, for this hour, I'm going to take a break from thinking about this. I'm going to let myself completely be involved with this art project I have. I'll be completely involved in this exercise class I'm going to. I'll be completely involved in cooking this meal and listening to this salsa music. Whatever it is, letting yourself just completely detach yourself from this, because sometimes in that breath and space, that recovery space, there is something very important that you need to reclaim for yourself, to understand about the relationship, to understand about if you wanted to come back to this, if you wanted to step back in. So there is something important there. Or to say, oh my goodness, I am spinning my wheels. I'm not meant to be in this. I need to find other avenues. I need to let myself take these breaks at certain times, because I need to cultivate that habit of pulling my mental space away. Now we have the Two of Wands reversed. And the Two of Wands is this, it is this like traveling card. It is this, sort of seeing things in a new way. And it is in a reverse position. So I do think this is a card that's telling you that you specifically, this is a great time for you to just take a completely different perspective on this. If you were your best friend looking at this situation, how would you advise yourself? Or if you were seeing this from this other person's, his point of view, what would you see differently? And I think that this is also telling us that this person really needs to do the same. He's going to have to figure out his own way to get there. It feels like he's not doing that he's still seeing things with an old lens on it. But it's time for you to start that energy moving forward for you to see it with fresh glasses, fresh eyes, fresh lens, like you're a traveler, like you're outside of your ego over there. Now we're just being observant and seeing this as objectively as possible. Now you have the Fool reversed. So the Fool reversed tells me that it is possible that you aren't in a space to be open to the freshness of what this could be. So if you did want to move back into this, if the signs are coming through right, if words coming up that you're like, this is where I'm meant to be, I took this mental space, I understand that this is my person, or if you wanted to move back into this, you and this person would really need to come at this as if you are brand new people, as if you are really open to all the possibility that it can hold. The Fool's a beautiful card. It is a 0. It's the beginning of the entire journey. A 0 is unlimited potential. Anything could happen. Anything. But right now, it doesn't feel like anything could happen. It feels like, oh, you know what's going to happen. Oh, he knows what's going to happen. There's this feeling of it already being in a box, already being preset, and that feels like a dangerous place. That feels a little bit tricky, a little dangerous, there needs to be new discoveries made, and you have to have this real openness to it being completely new and fresh and open and discoverable. Okay, now we also have the Page of Pentacles. So I'm also seeing our lovely youthful messenger cards. I'm also seeing something very important, a message coming through about something you value. So something that you value deeply that's really important to you about this person, about your life, about anything that is really just that's coming through for you. I want you to be on the lookout for messages, actual literal messages, emails, texts, DMs, etc., words, spoken words, of course. But also, I want you to look for messages and signs around you, things that you know and recognize as a sign for you. Oh, I saw the number 8 again. That's a sign for me. And I'm seeing that connected to this. And that means I want you to look for those signs of synchronicities, those messages that are coming through for you. So I want you to be really open and available to that. That also means you have to be really present in your life to notice those things. Because sometimes if we're really distracting ourselves, which is very easy to do, that's modern life. Hey, distractions everywhere. We're missing all of the things that are coming up that are telling us, hey, actually, this is what your soul needs right now. Okay. I want to pop into, I want to pop into my old trusty deck because I feel like she has some stuff to say. I've been feeling a very strong pull to her. So that's where we're going. We're going to my old trusty deck who gives the answers that we need, not always the answers we want, as I say. So let's just see where we're at with her. Oh dear. Okay, so I am feeling like we're going to pull 7 cards here too. And it feels like she just wants to be in alignment. She wants to line up. She wants to be able to say as much as our blue deck said. And I feel like she's got some words. And look for the messages here. Look for the messages here. If you want deeper, clearer messages, I'll leave a link below so you could get a reading, so that you can get something even more precise. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There we are. There we are. All right. Surprise for you and me. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Swords, our second 10, 2 in a row, reversed. We have the King of Cups. Oh boy. Oh boy, we have the Ace of Swords. Oh my goodness. I have the 8 of Pentacles reversed, the 6 of Cups, and I have the World. Well, thank you to my old trusty deck. Mwah. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at these messages that we're dying to come through. Here we are. Oh look. Oh, this is hilarious. So I have 8 cards here, right? 2, 4, 6. No, 7. 2, 4. So I pulled 6 cards on our first, not 7, and I pulled 8 cards on our second, and that feels purposeful as well. It feels like I feel a little bit like our old trusty deck was like, I want to say a little more. I want to be the most important one here today, which I'm okay with. I am open to that. Okay, so here we go. We have the 10 of Swords. I'm sorry, we have the 10 of Swords reversed, but we have the 10 of Pentacles first. Our 2 10s, really, I feel like they're sort of walking hand in hand. The 10 of Pentacles, honestly, all this feels very positive. If you are feeling very positive feelings towards this person, if you're feeling a really deep pull towards this person, it feels like these messages coming in are saying, yeah, I get it. Like, yeah, that makes sense. There's something deep going on here. There's something deep in the energy. There's something deep in your bones. There's something deep going on here. There's a deep flow. There's something important here. The 10s are cards of completion. There's something ending, something new beginning. Our pentacles getting into things of this earth could be, but also things we value, especially when we're talking about love. We've got the 10 of Swords getting into the mind space, thought space, mental space. And this is, obviously, a card of like, oh, hey. Ooh, but it's reversed. So what I'm really feeling here is that there was something that really did end. Something that needed to end, but there's something new beginning out of it, that completion part of the card, something ending, something beginning. And it feels like something needed to stop that was going on between the two of you. There was something that was not good for you, something that would not last, that could not move you forward, that could not have the bones of something that would last you in the way you wanted or produce the kind of relationship you wanted. But it feels like there's an incredible opportunity that something beautiful could be on the precipice. And this card, I often say this, but it gives me that vision of like being in a family gathering, a happy family gathering, where it's like, oh, a big table laid with everybody's favorite food. There's laughter. People are sort of talking on top of each other in a good way. They're, ribbing each other, joking, but it's love, it's heart space, it's openness, it's generosity, all of you being generous to each other. It's a feeling of creating an empire, creating something bigger than just the two of you, creating something that feels like home, something that feels like family, something that feels like closeness and togetherness and company. There are dogs here too. There's all means, different generations, wisdom, all kinds of things flowing through. It is abundant. It is overflowing. So I really, okay, now the next card that I pulled after this was the King of Cups. And then I also have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it feels so positive. The King of Cups is a great king to pull. It's a king that is filled with all of this heart space, emotions, feelings, which is what our cups get into, but it is this depth of feeling, this well of feeling that runs deep below the surface of what you can see, what you can feel, what you can know, but you can know it in your bones. You can feel it like you are standing on, a platform where the ocean is out all around you or on an island. You can feel the depth. You can't see what's under the water. You're not quite sure what's there, but you know it runs deep and you know it is vast and it is much bigger than yourself. There's something that just runs so deep with this person. They have a lot of heart space for you. I'm feeling that's what the cards are saying here, that there is this incredible vastness around you that is really, it really runs deep. Now, of course, follow your own intuition. If your intuition is saying, no, that's not what I'm feeling, I want you to follow that. You know you better than anybody else. You are the master of your energetic field. You are the master of what actually is. You have all of these sensors going off in your body. So notice and take in if something feels wrong to you. But if that feels correct to you, that feels like that's what this deck is saying. Hey, this runs deep, it runs big, and there are new opportunities for clarity coming up soon. They might already be happening, that this person might already have a new understanding of who you are, what they should be doing, who they should have been, how they were wrong, how they want to take responsibility for things, how things could be between you, the true value of you, this sort of aha moment of, oh my goodness, whoa, I have clarity. I finally am seeing things. I opened my eyes. I had my eyes closed that whole time. I was only dealing with my other senses. And now suddenly I have vision. I can see. I can see the things that are making that I couldn't see before. All right, I have the Eight of Pentacles reversed and I have the Six of Cups. And then I have the World. So with the Eight of Pentacles reversed, it does feel like this is kind of a stalled out moment. So it does feel like there is something stalled and it feels like it's on his end. And this could be on your end too. You might be really stalled out in certain ways as well, in your productivity, in your habits, in your routines. This entire thing, all this energy interference might just be messing you both up in a way that is like, I'm not doing the things I normally do to make myself feel good. I'm off my game in this way, and this way. Everything feels just a little like, ooh, it's a little outside of being a perfect fit in my daily life, my daily habits, my daily existence. And I feel like this person feels this way. And I feel like you might feel this way too. And that also really tells me that this is important for both of you, that it's important for your daily habits. It's important that your daily routines are in a space where you are investing every day in yourselves and you are investing every day in the relationship. So if you decided to get back into this, if you decided that, hey, this, I want to see where this goes. I want to move forward. I want to see, I want to plunge all the way in. I want both feet in that ocean. I want full body submersion in the ocean. Then it's really important for you to have things every day that set you up for success and to really find the routine in that. And, There are a lot of great ways to do that, but I would list out things for yourself. What are the routines that make the biggest difference in your life? They don't have anything to do with love. This can be, oh, my morning exercise for me is 100% one of them. My, mindset, listening to a meditation, journaling, whatever it might be, taking a evening walk with your person, letting yourself have that heart space time without phones, making a meal together, making a meal on your own, whatever those things are, making food in your kitchen instead of getting it at a restaurant, whatever those things are that make you feel like yourself, that make you feel like, oh, I am the woman of my dreams. Oh, I am in this space that feels, I want you to really think of that as like, hey, I'm putting money in the bank right now. This isn't a high yield, savings account or a high yield, investment account where what I put in is going to give so much more back to me than the effort it takes me to do that thing. So even if it is a 10-minute walk with your person after dinner, like that is going to yield so much more than what you're actually doing. Getting that little bit of like morning sun in your eyes, or that morning, exercise, blood flowing, whatever that thing is. And I'd love for you to intuitively, what is coming up for you now, I want you to write that down. Do it. Write it. Just start writing. You can keep listening, but just write it. Scribble it one word at a time, whatever you need to do. We have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups tells me there's also something that really pulls you together with this person because of your shared history. This is a card of nostalgia. This is a card of sort of shared innocence, of heart space in that space, that there's a lot of feeling and emotion surrounding the history that you have together. This feeling that you are known to each other, that you do already have these pockets of like, oh, we experienced this together. We went through this together. I know this person so well in this way. They know me so well in this way. The important thing to remember, though, is when we are in our blue deck, that thing of really letting yourself be in the full reversed, where, not being in the full reverse, like letting yourself be open to the newness, letting yourself see this in a fresh way. Anything is possible. The potential is reset to zero. Everything is coming back to the beginning of the journey. This is a new beginning. It's a new start. It is not a resuming of the same thing. It is coming at this with completely fresh eyes, like you're completely two different people. And then we have the world. And the world, the world is a card of completion itself. Our Old Trusty deck gave us 2 10s in the beginning, 2 cards of completion. It gave us the world, which is this transitional card. Something ending, something beginning. And it is joyful. It is boundless. It is dancing through it. There is something so joyful and lovely about this transition. You have an opportunity here to transition in your personal life. This gets beyond this person. This really gets to, yes, you can transition into a whole new level of relationship for yourself, whether it's with this person or without. But also, you have an opportunity here to transition into a whole new level of yourself. That you get to be a whole new level of yourself. You get to make new choices here. When you are coming at this with this openness of like, oh, everything is fresh, everything is new, I want you to do that for yourself. Give yourself the opportunity to come at your own life with a freshness, with a newness. Everything is fresh, everything is new. Old mistakes do not belong here. Old things do not belong here. That's not what we're bringing up for yourself as well. Oh my. Okay, so I want to run into our pink deck. So let's run into our pink deck. Now let's ask a few little questions here. So first of all, I want to ask what actions you should be taking if you want this to move forward. If you want this to be soulmate potential. So I have the World again. The last card that I pulled was the World. And the first card that I pulled in our pink deck is the World. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. Thank you for all the beautiful answers. They're good. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we're getting our answers. If you want to move forward into this same transitional card comes up. And remember how I said that this transition is for you in your personal life as well. Resetting yourself back to zero. Come at yourself with new eyes. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to become? What kind of essence do you want to take on? What kind of life do you want to live? What kind of woman do you want to be? Do you want to be, you can go for the superficial stuff, you can go for the outside. I want to be the kind of woman who wears jewelry every day. I want to be the kind of woman who cooks delicious meals, who knows how. I want to be the kind of woman who has this kind of skill set with other people, who can make people laugh. I want to be the kind of woman who isn't afraid to be herself, the confidence to inhabit her own body, her own personality, to take up her own opinion. I want to be the kind of woman you can go deep, you can go for the physical things, you can go any which way you want to go. But let yourself reinvent, let yourself see with new eyes. Go into all the different directions. Who do you want to be? What things do you want to step into? Take that look with yourself. Let yourself transition into a joyful, happy, playful. This is not too serious. It is not heavy on your shoulders. It is a lightness of being. It's playfulness, playing with the universe, playing with yourself, playing with the energy around you. Let yourself just sort of dance right through there and take on this transition. This transition is I think important for you whether you go with this person or not, but it's really coming up as an answer to, hey, this is important for you if you want to take action on reconnecting with this person or being with this person or moving this person forward into the soulmate level connection, then this transition is really important. Letting yourself be a little selfish. And I don't even like that word here. I know that I say it because it's, I think you understand what I'm saying when I say it, that you're allowed to focus on yourself. But I don't like it because it has such bad connotations. And I really think it's that, you're supposed to be invested in yourself. You are here as yourself on this earth. You were brought here with your desires, with your house of stuff, of energy, of you-ness. And there's no bad connotation to that at all. So let yourself be focused on your you-ness. Okay. Good clarity of words. I'm glad that I was able to say that. Hopefully you understand what I mean. And then the Nine of Pentacles sort of tells me a similar thing. Now, the Nine of Pentacles really does get into stuff of this physical earth. So this really does include your beauty, your space, and I am not saying that, I'm not reading the card as saying, hey, you have to be more beautiful if you want to reconnect with this person. I'm not saying that. But what I am reading is that is important for you right now. And if you want to move this forward, it is important for you to, and once again, I'm going to say selfish, but I don't mean it in a negative connotation whatsoever. Please comment on this. Let me know if you feel like, oh, I always feel like selfish is a bad word. Oh, if I focus on myself too much, I feel like I'm being like greedy or selfish or like in a bad way. But I'd love to hear how you feel that balance in your own life. But I'm really feeling like the outside stuff, the things of this world, how you keep your house, how tidy you are, if things feel clean to you, if things feel put away to you, your style, your personal style. Actually, I've been wearing this color, and what I really wanted to be wearing was this color all the time. Actually, I really wanted to simplify my style. Actually, I really wanted to be more elaborate and let myself wear bigger, bolder colors or wear my hair down because I always wear it up or whatever it is in this physical realm. I want to walk this way because it feels like that purposeful walk of what I am doing in my life. Or I want to walk in a more ethereal way because I want to not take life so seriously. I want to be in the energy of life instead. I just want you to focus on the physical things a bit. Let yourself dive into that. Okay, and now I'm going back into our pink deck and we are asking some more questions. So I would like to ask, we're asking, heartbreak versus soulmate. And I want to open that up. I want to just open that up about what this looks like if you moved forward with this person. Okay, both these cards are coming, so they're coming. And those are the cards we have. We have the Seven of Wands, we have the Two of Swords. Oh boy. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. So what I'm reading here in this is that we're asking which way it's going, and the cards are kind of telling us if you move forward here, if you step into this, this is a space where you can you don't have to make that decision right this second. You're allowed to just hold the ground for a moment. You've covered a lot of ground. You've come a long way. Just let yourself stay in that space. Oh, you've been so victorious. Yeah, there are new levels to rise to. There are new places to go. You don't have to know where those levels are, where they're going. You don't have to walk that path. You don't have to climb that mountain yet. You don't have to do that stuff yet. Right now, it's great to just be where you are. And inside of that, you get to choose. You get to make this choice. The Two of Swords is a crossroads. You get to make the choice. You too get to make the choice on this if this is going to be soulmate or heartbreak. This isn't something where it's just, oh, you are this or you are not that. You get to make your own beautiful choice. And I think this is a beautiful answer and it's a wonderful answer. It doesn't say, no, I'm sorry, this is definitely going to end in heartbreak. This is definitely, just going to be almost, blow it up and watch it fall down. This is a decision you get to make, which means you get to decide if you want this to be soulmate or heartbreak, which means there's potential for it to be soulmate, absolutely. And there's potential for it to be heartbreak if you decide that it's not for you. You get to make this beautiful, sacred choice. Okay. Now I want to ask for a little angelic, a little guidance from your angels, guides, source, whatever you ascribe to, whatever feels right to you, just a little outside guidance. So let's see what we have. Okay. Hi. Okay. Yes, yes. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles reversed. So many synchronicities today. My. All right, we got some guidance. This does not feel like fluffy guidance. This does not feel like marshmallow guidance. This feels like very real guidance. Let me be real with you, is how this feels. And this feels like it's saying, hey, you might have a tendency to withhold. Be open to it, be curious about it, don't get defensive. Just let yourself be, oh, maybe I do. If I did, what would that look like? Just let yourself hold the thought. You might have a tendency to withhold. You might have a tendency to keep it to yourself. You might have a tendency to not want to open up. There might be a part of you that wants to be greedy with certain parts of yourself, with parts of what you value, that maybe you don't want to say that compliment because you know that they're not going to say the same thing back. Or you don't want to overgive because you might not receive the same thing. There might be a part of you that's withholding and keeping certain parts of your vulnerable self locked away. I don't think they deserve to see that part of me. I don't want to be honest about that. I don't want to be real about that. I don't want to share that information. And this card is just saying, I want you to evaluate your tendencies around that. In what areas might you be withholding? In what areas might you be a little cold? We all are human beings. We're all vulnerable as human beings. And it makes sense that we all hold things to ourselves. And for certain people, we open them up. And maybe we pour out generosity and abundance. It's kind of the opposite of that Ten of Pentacles card. And if that was something that sounded like, I want that, then that's kind of the energy that the cards are asking you to step into. Oh, actually, it's really important to step into the abundance of that energy, even if you're not receiving the same on the other end. Just see what happens. If you never receive it on the other end, I don't think it's for you. That doesn't sound like a yummy soulmate relationship to me. This yummy soulmate relationship is beautiful back and forth. Abundance given both ways. It's a generosity all around. It's so good. But sometimes the sources saying you might be the catalyst for that. You might let yourself open up in a way that lets that expand and start a whole domino effect. And the Two of Pentacles reversed. So this really feels like it's saying, hey, you also need to let yourself choose. And we had another two. I know. We had another two as our second card. We have a two as our second card here too. We had the Two of Swords, which is saying, hey, this is your sacred choice of what you want. And this is saying, hey, you're going to have to choose. You're going to have to stop juggling all the possibilities and let yourself just completely step in. And there's a lot of fear around committing to something or stepping fully into something. And it feels like, oh, if I do that, I can never get back out. Or trust that you will do what is right for you. That if that's not where you're meant to be, then you will move in a different direction. That you can trust yourself around committing to something for whatever period of time. You can make time commitments, whatever you need to do to let yourself stop juggling, stop being open to all the possibilities, stop thinking back and forth and just sort of settling in and saying, you know what, I want this and I'm committed to investing every day in this. And that means committing to investing in my everyday routine too, investing in myself, investing in my meanness, investing in my own life in a way that supports this kind of relationship, this abundance that I'm looking for, this kind of life that I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Woo. All right, let's pull one last card. Let's pull one last card from our gold deck. One last card from our gold deck and just see what our gold deck has to say. Any little, we have the Four of Cups. It makes me want to pull one last card because we had the Four of Pentacles as our first pull on our third. Okay. Third question, first pull on our third question, we had the Four of Pentacles. It's a very similar feeling. So that makes me want to pull one more, and that was our divine sacred guidance. And we have the Three of Pentacles. We started this entire thing with the Three of Cups. The entire reading with our blue deck and the Three of Cups. So the Four of Cups and we have the Three of Pentacles, a 4 and a 3. So this feels like our gold deck is seeing us off once again, keeping it very real. Nothing fluffy here. No marshmallow things here. This is like, hey, it might be really important for you to look at where you might be closed, where you might be saying no to some sacred opportunities in your life, whether it is to this person or whether it is to heart space in other ways, that your heart might be shut down in certain ways. And that feels like a very scary thing to say. It feels like a very scary thing to hear. Because I think we often really like to think of ourselves as being very open, ready, just completely, but sometimes it's important for us to say no. Sometimes it's important for us to be closed off. That same feeling of holding back, withholding. I mean, my goodness, hey, if you can see those two together, it's a very similar card. What you value and all of your feelings and emotions, your heart space. So it is time to really evaluate how open you are to this. The Fool reverse popped up in our blue deck, and that is a card of openness when it is upright. And the cards are saying, we have to be really open to this in order for this to move forward if you want this to. But I do think you just have to be open for yourself too, outside of this person altogether. And the Three of Pentacles is saying this is a perfect time for divine planning. Figuring out what it is that you want and what you need, creating the blueprint to be that transition I mean, my goodness, this came through so clearly, didn't it? The world in the world. That planning for that transition of what you want for yourself, who you're going to be, who the best version of you is, what you've always wanted for yourself, how you want to exist in this world, that this is the perfect time to plan that now, to let yourself create that blueprint, to let yourself create the architecture of what that looks like, setting your foundation, getting sacred advice and sacred help where you need it so that you can move it forward. letting yourself tap into resources, friends' opinions, throwing ideas around. What if I started to do this? But also just looking for outside, uh, sacred guidance from people who are experts in the field. Oh, what I really want is to be in a more joyful state of mind, and I don't know how to do that. I'm going to look out to the mind leaders of the world right now and just see what information I might be able to, oh yeah, that sounds actually like it could help build this beautiful scaffolding that I want to create. Okay, that sounds like that's actually what I want to put on the floors. That's actually the stone I want to use. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's pick that. Let's choose that. So I want you to look outside of yourself for sacred advice as well. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, I'm going to pull an oracle card. I'm going to pull one of our angel cards, healing angel cards. Before I do, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed and love this video as always. Oh, things just got loud over here. Okay, and we're back. So let's go ahead and choose your angel card now, your healing angel card. So let's see what we have. Oh, something just, well, it popped out, but I didn't get to show you that it was just naturally popping out, but I don't want to overlook it. So I'm going to pull it, and I'll pull one more for you too, just so you can see me pull it out. Okay, let's see what we have. We have harmony, which popped out of its own accord. Life has a natural flow. Everything has its cycle. Every stage has a unique meaning and purpose. Flow with life and live every day in harmony. And the other one that we pulled was Archangel Sandalphon. I have heard your call for help. Your prayer will soon be answered. Beautiful. Oh, leave your comments. I want to hear all about this. If this resonated with you, if this felt like it was in alignment, if you felt some resistance to some of the things, if you were mad at some of the things, if you felt like, ugh, or if you felt like, yeah, wow, I'm in this water. I'm in this ocean. This is where I am. I want to hear. Oh my goodness. I am sending you off with so much love. Watch again if you want to. Take notes. Take down any intuitive hits right after this. Just scratch down some things. Anything that comes up for you. Follow your heart. Follow your inner guidance. I'm going to see you again so very soon. Mwah. Mia. Hello, my green calcite. Is it really over? Is it the end? Heartbreak versus soulmate. Let's dig in. Let's see what we have. I'm feeling pulled to our lavender deck to get started. So let's get started in our gorgeous, oops, we lost one, our gorgeous lavender deck and see what she has to say. So we're just leaning into this question. We're letting answers come up. Let yourself be present. Let yourself just be here now. Let yourself be here with this now. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, and we're gonna let this beautiful deck dictate how many cards she wants us to pull. See what we feel pulled towards. Yeah, okay. Something over here. Something actually, another little something over here. Now let's see. Okay, so she's starting us off with 5 cards. So let's see what we have. Surprise for you and for me. So we have the Chariot as our number 1 card. You know, in a totally separate deck on our first reading, we had the Chariot as the number 2 card. Then we have the 5 of Swords. We have the Strength card. We have the 7 of Swords. And we have the King of Cups. Oh boy. Okay, so is this really over? Is this the end? Boy, I'm feeling like I am getting some... I'm just going to read the cards like I see them, but I'm getting some energy that is saying, no, that there's still really something here. And if this is something that you're still in right now, that's just there's friction or you're not sure, is this your person? I'm feeling like there's a lot of positive messages coming through, regardless if this is somebody from the past or if this is somebody in your present. So first of all, I have the Chariot. which does just feel like this incredible amount of momentum, that there is this underwriting energy to this connection, to this relationship, to this, that there is this driving force driving you forward, driving you towards each other, really culminating something that is pushing and moving and taking action, and just really the energy just feels like it's in a space of, you know, I mean, you can see that in like the motion of a vehicle, or a body in motion, or anything that's just naturally in its momentum, but also is like a river that is running. It is running pretty quickly. That there is something, just there's like a river running underneath of this relationship. It feels like there is something in this connection, that there's still so much momentum behind this energy. And I said this in the first reading too, it makes sense because you are here, that this energy is still in your field, that momentum's still going on. You're here checking in on it. Now we have the Five of Wands, which makes me feel, my first impulse is to say that it makes me feel like he wants to fight for this. That there will be some part where you will both want to fight for this. That you will be willing to make some effort, to put in some sweat, to let it be difficult in moments, but that you're still fighting for it somehow. Even if you aren't talking, even if this has been over, that there's still a part of both of you that is mentally fighting for it, that is mentally like really like putting some effort and energy behind it. And it does feel like there's this, this energy that's ready to sort of, take it up and like, all right, what do we have to do? What's gonna, like I'm willing to put in effort here. We have the Strength card. Oh, I love the Strength card when I'm coming to heart space soulmateship readings. It feels like a unique pairing of two incredibly, these two incredible humans, that there is this wildness to him. There is this part of him that feels untamable, and that there's a part of you that is really uniquely paired to this, this is the picture of a woman closing the mouth of a wild lion. Of a lion, something incredibly, that she's doing it peacefully, she's doing it calmly. You might not be able to see that with, the gold, the way it's reflecting, but it's like, oh, okay, we'll just close this now. All right, here we go. We're in harmony. We're in symmetry. We're in this beautiful symbiotic space where it shouldn't be, but it is. And that's kind of wild and wonderful. Okay, hopefully I hear some far off noise. Hopefully you can't hear it, and I think it's not coming this way. We'll find out. Okay, we have the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords is a card of deception, can be a card of deception, can be a card of making off with things, like a thieving card with a sort of cavalier attitude. So I do think that there are pieces of you that you need to reclaim, and that you need to set boundaries around, that there are things that will, that like you might have a tendency to take from you. Who knows why? To try to take control, past baggage, certain things that are really important for you and your autonomy, for you to feel like you're in a healthy relationship that you want to be in, if this were to move forward. Because it does feel like there is a part of this that takes something from you. And I want to be careful of that. That doesn't feel like a good thing. That doesn't feel like a happy taking. That it's something that, okay, I actually do need this piece of myself. I do need to keep my own opinions in this place. I do need to keep this sacred to myself, certain things. But then we also have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups, gorgeous. I mean, just this beautiful king that is in the heart space, feeling space, emotional space. That's where our cups are, in this ocean of feeling. I feel like he has all of these feelings and emotions for you. Even if you are far out of this, even if you are in a fight, even if you are, just out of it for a while, whatever the case may be, I feel like he's got a wealth of feelings, an ocean of feelings, emotions, a flow that runs really deep, runs really very, very deep. Okay, oh, it's so funny. we're going to our old trusty deck. I felt a pull to my old trusty deck as the second pull last time, and I feel once again my old trusty deck wants to voice some stuff. So let's see what she wants to say. All right. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Let's just see. I'm feeling some more things. Boy, I feel like her voice is so strong today. So powerful, so strong. Wants to be heard, will not be silenced. And let's see what we have. What do we have? Something else in here. And yeah, okay. Let's see what we have. Surprises for you and for me. I have not seen these yet. So we have the Emperor reversed. We have the Knight of Cups upright. We have the Knight of Swords reversed. We have the Lovers upright. We have the Temperance card. And we have the Judgment card. I love this deck. I love you. Thank you. Okay, here we are. Well, we do have some answers, don't we? So I'm seeing this juxtaposing energy with him. That first of all, there's a part of him that does fall into this space where he's not quite in his confidence. He's not quite in this place where he feels like he's achieved what he wants to achieve. He might have let himself down in a lot of ways where it's hard for him. He might be defensive. They'll have those prickly spots where like you tap on something that you didn't mean to tap on and suddenly it becomes a fight about something you don't know about, or there's this part of him that feels like, very not in himself. Like, oh, I've accomplished things. Oh, I know how to do things. I'm in control. I'm in that masculine energy. I feel like there's a part of him still really fighting to find that, but also a part of him that might want to take control of things, which makes sense when we have the Seven of Swords taking something from you, that maybe he wants to just control everything, to control your experience, to control what it is that's going on between the two of you. There might be some control issues there. I see some great heart space with him. But this could be a real issue. This could be a real thing. So this is some kind of, back and forth. There's also the Knight of Cups, which once again, I feel like that heart space runs really deep with him. He has all these feelings and emotions for you, but I don't think that it always plays out in the way that he wants it to, because there is something off there. And I do think it has to do with not achieving certain things, not feeling confident enough, not knowing his full ability, capability, not feeling in that seat of I can do anything. I can accomplish anything because I've already done it. I've got this, this experience behind me. There's something that's just a little raw there. Gets into that controlling territory. And then I feel like all that heart space comes forward. Now, I do feel with the Knight of Cups, this feels to me like this sort of coming forward with heart space. So it feels like if he hasn't reached out, and it feels like he's either energetically reaching out, wanting to, thinking about it, writing, deleting, considering, but it feels like that might happen very soon as well. So it's something to watch out for. Then we have the Knight of Swords reversed. So specific. It feels also very like a very similar message that there is this other part of him. We have this great heart space part of him where it runs deep and it runs good and it runs true. And then on top of that, we have this sort of a cross ends where he is like, but he's not thinking clearly. He doesn't feel confident in his decisions. He's not making decisions well. He's not clear on where he's going. There's this sort of amorphous energy about him that feels like he doesn't know where he's going with you. He doesn't know, like he can't land in that, yes, this is it, let's move forward energy. It's just this sort of, I'm not sure where I'm going in general. I don't know how to find the path. I don't know how to find the confidence. I don't know how to find the solidness to carry me forward, the momentum. The momentum's gone. That drive and that masculine energy that moves forward is gone. But I felt it in the Chariot on our first card. That momentum of the connection is there. So, and that gets into that heart space as well. So while there's this momentum of the connection, I think his personal momentum is not so hot. It's not so good. And it feels like he's spinning his own wheels a lot, which doesn't feel great. And then we pulled the Lovers. So I do feel like there's something precious here, some potential that feels very precious here, potential that feels like it could be it could be absolutely soulmateship territory. That there is a lot of potential for this to be something sacred and contracted and divine and seen and known and true and real. And that is beautiful. So, continuing. Then I have the Temperance and I have the Judgment card. The Temperance card says, hey, I really want you to take this easy. Like, if you decide to step back into this, it's important that you don't say, oh, you know what? Yeah, all right, let's just dive off this cliff right now. Okay, here we go. That you give and take and you let it be a gentle give and take. And there might be a part of you, I feel like this is also talking about that control aspect, because that feminine energy can sometimes be swept away, and that you don't give up control. That there might be a part of you that wants to, oh, okay, you take over everything. Yeah, all right, your decisions. Okay, your opinions. Okay, yeah, all right, that feels so good to release the need to hold on to that. But I do think this is saying be balanced with this. Don't give it all up. Don't let yourself have those boundaries run over right away. Don't let yourself really hold into some of that stuff that might be slightly challenging to hold on to, because it's important. It's important if you want this to reach its the balance of soulmate connection, because soulmate connection is balanced in a beautiful way. And then we have the Judgment card. So also, I'm feeling like, hey, decisions about this might be made soon by this person, by him, by you, by the two of you, that things might actually be in a place where he does come forward, that we've got that energy that we're feeling, and that things actually are starting to move into, oh, we're going to rekindle this. Oh, we're going to step into this. Oh, we're going to, or maybe they already have, and you're just like not sure if this is the thing for you or not. So this is sort of saying, hey, this might get to a decision-making point soon. Now, the good news is that once you make a decision, things will feel really good. That will feel really joyful. And just to be in the decision, either way you go, if it's not for you, if it's for you, that it will feel like, oh, yes, okay, here we go. Thankfully, weight off my shoulders. Yum, yum, yum. Here we go. We've made a decision. This feels good. We can lean into this. Oh my. Okay. Boy, I love our old trusty deck. So good. Let's pull into our gold deck. So I want to pull into our gold deck, and I do want to ask some questions. First, I want to ask some questions about what you need to do for you and your soul right now. Nothing to do with this connection whatsoever. Just what you need to do for you and your soul to get right with yourself. Okay, so I have one upright card, I have the Knight of Wands, and I have one reverse card, which is the Magician reversed. Okay. Here we are. So this is what I'm seeing. The cards are saying, hey, now is the time to step into some of your masculine energy, some of your fire energy where you feel lit up and you feel driven to move forward. This is for you and your soul. Now, remember, this person is lacking some of that energy in their own space. And that could take away from what you naturally hold for yourself. So that is an important part of balance as well, that you're okay being your fullest self with this person. But really, for you and your soul, letting yourself be, I am lit up about life. I am moving forward in the direction of my dreams. I am doing what I need to do to be the person that I want to be. I'm taking action, divine action. I'm feeling lit up. I'm feeling purposeful. I'm feeling driven. There's a natural momentum to my life. Now, the next thing that I'm seeing with the Magician reversed is that you have to take responsibility. So the Magician is our master manifester. Ooh, yeah, that is some good energy. The Magician reversed might be saying, hey, you might be, I want to say abnegating. Is that the right word? Is that a word? Anyway, you might be releasing control and responsibility for your own destiny, for what you want to manifest in this world. And it's time to take the power back into your own hands to say, I create what I want to create. I want to be this woman, I create this woman. I want to experience this. I want that money in my bank. I want this career. I want this love. I create it. I make it. I take divine action on it. And this is a card of action, using the tools that you already have. It's important to see everything that is in front of you because it's already in your toolbox. It's already on the table in front of you, ready to be used. But the card does say you have to use it. You've got to actually do the thing. So it's time to like take up those tools in your hands and use them and let them give you power to move forward in the direction of your heart, of where you want to go, of what you want to manifest in this life. I have a real pull to flip this over for you to an upright position as a symbol of what you want to do for yourself. So if you do want to take divine responsibility for every aspect of your life, and I would say, in what aspects of your life right now are you not taking full responsibility? Are you sort of letting outside influences, outside circumstances take control in a way you don't like? Things that make you feel anxious. What is making you feel anxious right now? Where do you feel uncomfortable in life? Think of those things and say, am I taking full responsibility for this aspect of my life? Could I take full responsibility for it? Can I let it be completely 100% something I own? It is mine. I choose to take this up. This is mine now. And I would write down some notes. I'd write down some intuitive notes. If you feel that way, I would love for you to just open yourself up and say something out loud to yourself. I take this into my own hands now. I accept responsibility for this. I am the master manifester of my destiny. I choose. I decide. I take action. I do this. I will do this. This is me. I got this. And I'm going to flip this over for you. Oh, that feels good. Okay. And that feels good up right on the table, too. All right, now I want to ask about this person. Is this person going to land into their confidence? Will you ever get to a space where they're not taking something from you, where they are not maybe taking over control, or those things that don't feel as good? Is this person going to transform? So we have the Sun, and then we have the Nine of Cups. I love those cards. That's a beautiful sacred. I mean, it's just like a beautiful, hey, this person has a lot of potential. This person has a lot of potential. This person has the potential to be incredibly optimistic, joyful, to be in a space where it is, yes, I'm fully charged, I'm fully on, I'm fully confident, I got this. Everything is in its correct space and it feels good. And also for everything that they desire to start really pouring in for them, to pour in a way that they feel complete, where they feel like, I've got it all. Here it is. Here it comes. This is heartful. This is really like filled up. Feels really good. So I do feel like this person has some divine potential for change. And whether you decide that you want to walk into that road with them, if you want to walk down that road with them, that's up to you. You get to make your own sacred choices. But now I do want to ask about action that you can take. Are you meant to be reaching out to this person? Are you meant to be doing something specific in your life that will help bring their energy back to you? Even if they're in your life right now in a bigger way. And we have the Ten of Wands, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I love our pools today. Everything feels so Just answering for us. The Ten of Wands, our card of completion. Hey, my Knight of Wands that I pulled for your soul to get into that lit up energy that pushes you forward, that drives you forward, to be in that space of, hey, I want it, I see it, I'm going after it, here we go, nothing's getting in the way, unstoppable, fired, purposeful energy. Then the Ten of Wands says, hey, okay, you want to move this forward? There's going to be a point in your personal evolution soon, because I do feel like things feel very immediate. We have that, I feel like there's something that might be coming on offer soon, the Judgment card, that decisions might be made soon. Feels like things are, coming to a place where they might actually be in a moving forward space if you wanted it to be. And this says, hey, when you get in that purpose-filled space, when you feel lit up, when you feel like you're moving forward, there is going to be a part of you that is going to be like, this might be too hard. This might be too difficult. I might not make this. This feels sweaty. This feels like I'm exerting a lot of effort. And this is a card of completion. It's a card of something ending, something beginning. Seeing that through, understanding what you need to do for yourself for your own soul, just what you need to do for you, and seeing it through all the way. When you decide, you know what? This is the thing that makes me so anxious every day. I am not taking responsibility for it. I want to be lit up, passionate, and purposeful in this area, and I want to move this forward. And just school buses and all sorts of things. Okay, and I want you to really just lean into that. I'm going to see this all the way through. I'm going to complete this as a sacred contract with myself. And seeing that through will actually help the energy of this come together, that you can help move this forward by holding your sacred contracts to yourself. It's powerful energy. It is powerful energy. And the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. I do really feel this interesting dynamic where you are in a space where you are so capable. And you have this energy in you that he might lack in some ways, in that, in that defensiveness, and that might light some things up for him. And it seems like card is saying it's really important for you to own yourself, and to own your creation self, to own your mothering self, to own your, and I mean that in like giving birth to things, giving birth to your creativity, giving birth to a new company, giving birth to your ideas, to your purpose, to your drive, to everything around you, letting yourself be in the fullness of your you-ness, that you just give birth to it. It is here and it is growing around you. And that you are also in that boss energy of for you, that you decide to be the boss of your own existence. This is a card of sort of being able to, be financially autonomous, but in other aspects of your life as well, that you're the boss of your body, you're the boss of your wellness, of your mental space, of your surroundings, of your environment, of what you create, the creation energy you have, the art, the anything that you're creating or making in this world, that you have this incredible ability in all of those areas. You are gifted. Leaning into your giftedness and letting yourself fully see that through with the Ten of Wands as well. Okay. All right. I want to go ahead and just tap into Source. So I want to tap into Source and see what Source, your angels, guides, whatever you align with, whatever feels. We have one flip out of the deck, and that was our Nine of Cups. Which we pulled for him and his energy of, does he have the potential to get into a space where it doesn't feel like he is to control everything, or those, those defensive things are coming up. We have the Nine of Cups here for you as well, that's coming in as a message. And this feels like it's saying, hey, P.S., everything you want, you can have. You can be filled up more than you've ever been filled up. You can love more than you've ever loved. You can be in an overflowing, abundant space that you never thought was possible. It is out there, it is open, it is available. You have to be okay with that. You have to be open to that. You have to be in a space that is receiving of that. But hey, it's here. It's asking. It is open. Sometimes call this the genie in the bottle card of just like bringing in all the heart space, all the good things, everything that is desired. Okay, and then I also have the King of Pentacles. I cannot. My Queen of Pentacles. I love this. So I would love to hear what you think about this. If you feel like, yeah, this still really has potential this really still has potential to be everything I want it to be. It could be somebody you're with right now, it could be, somebody from the past, but whatever that is, it feels so good. We have the Queen of Pentacles that I pulled for in your being of you, that giving birth to what you need to give birth to, that energy of being the boss of your life, of your existence, that you're willing to, I'm really good at this. I'm really good at growing what I need to grow. It just happens for me. I'm really good with business. I'm really good with art. I'm really good with, like my relationships. I'm really good at taking care of the people in my life. I'm really good at taking care of myself, letting yourself be in that incredible energy. And then the King of Pentacles pops up. That is coming in from Source, which feels like it is saying this person has the real potential to match you. That in some ways you will be guiding the energy of this relationship. That in some ways he will grow into who he can be because of who you are, that you are so much more powerful than you know. And I get chills, but I feel that with the Strength card, what I said on our third pull, that third pull that we pulled with the Strength card, that, this like wild lion, and that you come in and like it's nothing at all. You just close the mouth of this lion, that you are remarkable. Really, it speaks to you being remarkable, that you are remarkable. And if you want this, then really you have, magician, that you have much more power than you know. You are the powerful entity here. And that he has the ability to sit into the fullness of himself. And that feels like it's a catalyst, that you are the catalyst for that you are the thing that creates the ability for him to sit into the fullness of himself. So in some ways, if you decided that this is what you want, it feels like the cards are saying, you might have to be okay really holding your own fire sacred, knowing that no matter what, the real sovereignty is with yourself. That you have to be able to sit into you, the fullness of you, your passion, what lights you up, what moves you forward, doing those things, being that person, because that rather allows him to do that for himself. That he's not just naturally there, he's not maybe naturally gifted that way. That's something that is more cultivated within him. But it does feel like he has a beautiful heart space. And that's a gift. That's a beautiful gift. And it's a good thing. Oh my goodness. Oh, my word. Okay. Okay. I'm going to pull a healing angel card for you. So I'm pulling a healing angel card from this deck for you. And yeah, okay. Ooh, a little tricky getting this card out. Let's see why that is. Let's see what it has to say. Wisdom. To be wise is to have great love, tolerance, and compassion for all beings, knowing everything has a place and a purpose. Wisdom. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Please like this video. Please leave some comments. This feels like it flew by, and I'm sure it was a long reading, so thank you for being with me. But wow, wow, I would love to hear your comments about this because this this brought up a lot, and it feels like there's so many synchronistic things going on. Okay, okay. I want you to write down some intuitive notes as soon as we're done. Just anything that comes up, just any little words, write them down. Maybe just say them out loud, just to get that out there, get that energy rolling so that you sort of know what's coming up for you. And I'm going to see you so soon. So very, very, very soon. Mwah. Mia.